everybody. Today I'm going to be reading two books about pond. I'm going to read Splash and It's Mine. I'm going to read It's Mine first. This is written and illustrated by Leo Leone. All right, It's Mine. In the middle of Rainbow Pond, there was a small island. Smooth pebbles lined its beaches, and it was covered with ferns and leafy weeds. On the island lived three quarrelsome frogs named Milton, Rupert, and Lydia. They quarreled and quibbled from dawn till dusk. There they are. 1, 2, 3. 3 frogs. "Stay out of the pond," yelled Milton. "The water is mine." There's Milton. He's in the water. "Get off the island," shouted Rupert. "The earth is mine." There's Rupert. He's on the island. "The air is mine," screamed Lydia as she leaped to catch a butterfly, and so it went. There's Lydia, jumping up in the air to catch a butterfly. One day, a large toad appeared before them. "I live on the other side of the island," he said, "but I can hear you shouting, 'It's mine, it's mine, it's mine,' all day long. There is no peace because of your endless bickering. You can't go on like this." And with that, the toad slowly turned around and hopped away through the weeds. No sooner had he left than Milton ran off with a large worm. The others hopped after him. "Worms are for everybody," they cried. But Milton croaked defiantly, "Not this one. It's mine." They're not really sharing, are they? Suddenly, the sky darkened and a rumble of distant thunder circled the island. Rain filled the air, and the water turned to mud. The island grew smaller and smaller as it was swallowed up by the rising flood. The frogs were scared. You can see their faces. Their little mouths look kind of sad and scared. Desperately, they clung to the few slippery stones that still rose above the wild, dark water. But soon these too began to disappear. There was only one rock left, and there the 3 frogs huddled, trembling from the cold and fright. But they kind of felt better now that they were together, sharing the same fears and hopes. Little by little, the flood subsided, the rain fell gently, and then it stopped altogether. But look! The large rock that had saved them was no rock at all. It was the frog, or the toad. "You saved us," shouted the frogs when they recognized the toad. Look at, they're sitting on top of the toad's head. The next morning, the water had cleared. Sun rays chased silver minnows on the sandy bottom of the pond. Joyfully, the frogs jumped in, and side by side, they swam around the island. Together, they leaped after the swarms of butterflies that filled the air. And later, when they rested in the weeds, they felt happy in a way they had never been before. "Isn't it peaceful?" said Milton. "And isn't it beautiful?" said Rupert. "And you know what else?" said Lydia. "No, what?" the others asked. "It's ours." Now they're sharing the water, the land, and the air. The end. All right, the next book is called Splash. This is about a pond, and different animals and critters are in there, and we count to see how many are in the water. It's called Splash by Ann Jonas. I have a pond in my backyard. I have 1 turtle, 2 catfish, 3 frogs, and 4 goldfish. I feed them every day. How many are in the pond? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are in the pond. My cat comes home and he wakes my dog. The turtle jumps into the pond. Splash. How many are in the pond? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 are in the pond. My cat watches the fish. My dog chases the cat, and 1 frog jumps in. Splash. How many are in the pond? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 are in the pond. Uh-oh. My cat falls in. My dog falls in. Splash and bigger splash. How many are in the pond? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 are in the pond. 2 frogs jump in. Splash, splash. How many are in the pond? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 are in the pond. It's getting crowded in there. My dog and cat climb out, and a dragonfly falls in. Splash. He made a little splash because he's small. And 1 frog hops out. How many are in the pond? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 are in the pond. 2 frogs hop out. My dog slips back in. Splash. How many are in the pond? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 are in the pond. I help my dog out, and the dragonfly flies off. And 1 frog jumps in. Splash. How many are in the pond? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 are in. The bird flies away. Another frog jumps in, and I fall in. Splash and big splash. How many are in the pond? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 are in. The 3rd frog jumps in, the turtle stays in, and I climb out. Oh, look at the dog. He's licking her. She's all wet, so he's trying to clean her up. How many are in the pond? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you look carefully here, you can see the cat's tail is in the water a little bit. That's silly. She doesn't seem to mind. My dog is sad. My cat is mad. And I feed my fish. The fish are getting the food, the frogs are getting some food, and even the turtle. The end.